I'm Ralph. This is episode 38. I'm going to continue to read the notes that we took on that panel discussion on exopolitics.com and newsinsideout.com. It's called Panel World Pedophile Child Sacrifice Network based on a Babylonian system. Includes 2016 Trump, Clinton's, CIA, Post, monarchs, churches, governments, courts, banks, and Masons. Charmella is going to start with some poetry rap skits that we wrote. So here she is. And then I'm going to read the notes. Keep reading those notes that we took. Here's some stuff we've been writing. Here we go. This one's called Royal Flush. Fuck mainstream politics. Let's shut this shit down. In the political sewage we will never be found. We are smarter than them, as we rise above men, never to be tricked by the wicked again. Through AD 2016 all darkness will end, and with Mother Earth our light will ascend. Here's one me and Ralph wrote called Opted Out of the World. We don't need these clowns, so we're shutting them down. When we rise above the bullshit, true freedom is found. When we pave our own way, we bring Earth a new day. The world we once knew has now passed away. Okay. We left off last time talking about the child sacrifice and how they sold this thing called loosh, they extracted from the infant. It can be extracted from the back of the neck. Saturn is a deity that they sacrifice to. Creates, destroys. It's a god that creates, destroys, and eats babies. Saturn, Satan, Set, Michael Aquino, creator of Temple Upset, and involved in military transporting children. Submarine transport, just tube children, crossbreed with animals. They do that crap too. It's pretty sick. Douche adrenochrome on black market, extracted from the back of the neck. Extraterrestrial lack of motion. Adrenochrome allows extraterrestrials who have emotions to have emotions. Adrenochrome being sold to extraterrestrials, used as a commodity. Intergalactic issue. Not only is it being on the black market for humans, but doing this, the otherworldly beings, they're trading with them, using our children. It's really sad. It's sick. It needs to be exposed. That's why we're doing what we're doing. Loyalty, ritual, high-class escort. All Navy SEALs recruited must have been molested at a young age. Participate in gay pedophile behavior with Muslim children taken by American and Israeli forces. Muslim abused children trained to be part of war. Can't be part of British Parliament unless they have partaken in pedophilia rituals. Priest molest child. Give generational abuse to give the false gods immortality that they do not have. Cannabis puts one in a vibrational then can't understand what that says. Cannabis puts one in vibration higher than reptilian access to the pineal gland. They cannot touch us when we empower ourselves. This is a time to come forward if you've been abused and tell your story. That's something really sick that I heard the other day. The Vatican is trying to keep the statute of limitations a certain amount of time, then these cases are no longer valid, which is ridiculous because people are intimidated and embarrassed and upset, and they deserve to have their case heard, and the people that have done this to them need to be brought to justice. It's sad, it's sick, it needs to stop. And that's what we're doing. We're trying to get it out there, tell people what's going on, and hopefully they'll pass the information out there too. Because this is something that needs to be talked about. It's disturbing, and nobody likes to talk about it, but it has to be discussed. 750,000 children disappear each year, will be ruled by the least of us. Children being sacrificed to off-planet aliens, not end of the world. The end of the world of evil is coming. We have come to do this move from beta state of mind to alpha. They have no power over us. No matter what abuse they put us through in alpha. In the alpha state, we overpower them because they are not in that. They can't get to that state because they're in beta programming state, and they are so low-minded, and they cannot comprehend alpha, which is love, and they can't touch us when we're in that state. It's more powerful than them, and it will overpower them, and it will expose them. Whistleblower, Catherine, boy like her, on blue. Let's see. UN Blue Helmet peacekeepers in charge of MK Ultra in Bosnia. Send slaves pay $1.3 million per child. Blonde-haired, green-eyed girls for brides abuse. Collective consciousness harvested in John Bo's, they say, repeated news broadcast to harass empaths. Right now, they are rising Donald Trump with off-planet influence on the masses. The t-shirt with pentagram, the picture of Bethany Ramsey. She was one of the sacrifices. They like to sacrifice young girls that are blonde. That's one of the rituals. George Bush and George W. Bush, all involved in pedophilia, used as Bohemian Grove sacrifice. Dominique was used as a Bohemian Grove sacrifice to the goddess. Legal system compromised by prosecution by court system reboost, demanding justice for all. Ramsey had dark spot on she was on the iris in death, indication of poisoning. Child sacrifices under in the catacombs of the Vatican. Underneath, in the catacombs of the Vatican, there's child sacrifice going on. Babies subjecting to sedatives before sacrifice. Barbiturates, sedatives, part of SRA. Static ritual abuse could be used to keep the distress cries down. Programming to override victim seeking help to protect the cult. Princess Diana saw, this is really creepy too, they even talk about this too, Princess Diana saw the Queen and Prince William shapeshift. And then after that she was, you know what happened there. If she said anything, they threatened to kill her. And then she did tell her servant, I think it was, or someone, and then she ended up dead. Body can contain our soul and others. Archons are vampires. Archons seek soul out of humans. Our soul is in our blood. Archons seek human experience. Entertainers are possessed and usually die early. Nicki Minaj is someone that was noted saying that she becomes something else when she's on stage, like it takes over her, which that's creepy as hell. Bloodline hybrid disorders date back to the Anunnaki blood type bull negative. Can trace bloodline to Charmella or Enki and Lil, creators of Homo sapien, Enki, gravesite. Things haven't been like this forever. We have a period of change and we have the freedom to make it happen. Humanity has been and still is under attack by aliens, all-planet entities, using us as cattle and seeking souls. Be wary of positive entities who are masters of trickery. We will save ourselves. Guardian angels, look out for us, keep us alive, and give us insight. Humans are the pinnacle of creation. We have the ability to procreate and create our own future. We're living in a period of change where we are refusing to allow this earth to stay the same. We want to change, and so does the earth. What we can say, you can say that you have no power over me, then the system, what people say, when we can say as a collective, you have no power over me, then this system will fall apart because we rise above to overcome, to rise above, to come, what does that say? We fall apart, we rise above. We are electromagnetic holograms that can experience the third dimension of touch. We have to rise above the physical 3D avatar to connect with our cosmic selves. We are the children of the Most High, not citizens of countries. Yahuwah, creative power, gets rid of the wicked. The vibration of love is an alpha, its source. Rulers of the system have and continue to harvest our children. It is our destiny to take them back. They did not die in vain. They will be brought to justice. When we relax more, we will become one with Alpha of the cosmos. Prayer connects us to creation. Meditation creates future. Visualize what we want to make real. Let it come to you. Open up to the cosmos. We are physical beings. We are a vessel for the spirit being that we are. 7 hertz or lower, we can read one's and others' thoughts. Collective consciousness. Creative minds think alike. Connect to every brain on the planet. Being used against us through limitless devices, cell phones, bad, good, meditation, prayer. Not a religious thing. Religion is a trap. Anunnaki paradigm is almost over of government and religion. You should eat whole foods, eat fruit, fruit with seeds. Don't trust government or religion. Anunnaki murders of our children, selling life force for profit. We have been kidnapped from our true connection. We must get our lives in order. Make changes to yourself is the only change you can control. By 2020, there will be the new paradigm. You can't change anyone else but yourself. Let religion and government kill itself. We have no part of it. We want no part of it. Choose to be on the positive timeline. Forget money. Transition for the currency system, soon to be money-free. We are the generation we've been waiting for the last 4,500 years. That's where the notes ended, with a good positive note with a positive timeline and positive enforcement, because that's what we need. And Earth seeks change, and we seek change. And we're going to stop this, and we're going to expose it. So that's that article. I'll close out with a poem. Yo, this is a good one for this. Close off. Okay. This one's called Generation Alpha. We don't need government or religion to tell us what to do. We only have to search our hearts to find out what is true. And as long as we allow our hearts to lead, we can tame our minds. And through our faith in one another, we've left government and religion behind. And that's what we got to do. So, your heart, in your heart. And that's whatever you got in your heart, if you got to share it, share it. So, thank you for joining us, and we will see you next week.